City was massive, loud, and always moving. Tall buildings touched the sky, cars filled the streets, and people rushed everywhere as if time itself was chasing them. Yet, in the middle of all this movement, there lived a boy who felt completely invisible. Every morning, he followed the same routine. He walked the same roads, passed the same shops, and stood at the same crossings, waiting for the lights to change. Thousands of people walked past him every single day, but none of them truly saw him. No one asked how he was feeling. No one noticed the quiet heaviness in his eyes. He wasn't trying to be special. He wasn't looking for attention. He simply wanted to feel like he mattered. At school, silence became his identity. Teachers rarely remembered his name. Classmates spoke over him, around him, but almost never to him. Some laughed when he spoke too softly. Others ignored him completely, as if he wasn't even there. Each ignored moment added another layer of loneliness. Each passing day made him feel smaller. He learned to keep his thoughts to himself, believing that staying quiet was safer than being rejected again. By the time the sun set, his heart felt heavy. The world was full of people, yet he felt completely alone. When night arrived and the city finally slowed down, his thoughts became louder. Lying awake in his room, he stared at the ceiling, replaying moments from the day again and again. Words he wanted to say but never did. Moments when he could have spoken up, but fear held him back. Dreams he was too afraid to admit, even to himself. He wondered if something was wrong with him. Why was it so easy for others to connect, while he struggled just to be noticed? Why did fitting in feel like a battle he was always losing? Loneliness slowly changed the way he saw himself. He began to doubt his worth. He questioned whether his existence truly mattered. Smiles became a habit. Not because he was happy, but because pretending felt easier than explaining the pain he carried inside. There were moments when giving up felt tempting. Moments when disappearing felt like the easiest escape from the constant feeling of not belonging. But even in his darkest moments, something deep inside refused to completely fade. A quiet voice lived within him. It didn't scream or demand attention. It simply whispered, "You were not born to be invisible." At first, he ignored that voice. Hope felt dangerous when disappointment had become familiar. Believing in himself felt risky in a world that had never believed in him. Still, that voice remained. Patient. Persistent. Waiting. One morning, something changed. Not the city. Not the people. Not the world around him. His decision changed. As he stood looking at his reflection, he realized something painful but honest. Waiting for validation was slowly destroying him. Waiting for approval was keeping him trapped in the same place. He understood that if he kept living this way, nothing would ever change. So he made a promise not to anyone else, but to himself. He decided to try. Even if no one noticed. Even if no one supported him. Even if he failed. It wasn't a dramatic moment. There was no sudden confidence or loud declaration. Just a quiet choice to stop giving up on himself. That day, he walked differently. Not faster. Not stronger. Just more aware. He began paying attention to his thoughts. When doubt appeared, he didn't run from it. He faced it. For the first time, he realized that change doesn't start with the world. It starts within. And that realization changed everything. Progress was quiet. There were no celebrations, no applause, no instant success. He started waking up earlier. He spent time learning, thinking, and improving himself when no one was watching. He pushed himself on days when motivation was gone. Some days were painful. Doubt returned often. Fear tried to convince him to stop. But this time, he didn't listen. Every failure taught him patience. Every challenge taught him discipline. Every lonely moment taught him strength. He stopped trying to impress people who never cared. He stopped shrinking himself to fit into spaces that were never meant for him. Slowly, his posture changed. His walk became steadier. His eyes carried a calm confidence. He wasn't loud. He wasn't arrogant. He was simply becoming stronger from the inside. One day, people started noticing the change. Not because he asked them to, but because confidence speaks louder than words. The same world that once ignored him now wondered what had changed. But the truth was simple. He didn't change for them. He changed for himself. Standing alone, watching the sun rise, he finally understood something important. Being alone was never a punishment. It was preparation. Every silent struggle shaped him. Every lonely night strengthened him. Every ignored moment pushed him closer to the person he was becoming. He no longer needed validation. He no longer feared being unseen. Because he had learned to see himself. If you feel invisible today, remember this. Your silence does not define your value. Your loneliness does not mean you are weak. Sometimes, growth happens where no one is watching. Sometimes, the strongest people are built in silence. You don't need permission to become better. You don't need approval to move forward. All you need is one decision. To not give up on yourself. Because when your time comes, you won't need to announce your arrival. The world will notice.